Yeah, so I saw Hardcore Henry because it was basically like my type of movie. I love dumb, crazy, ridiculous action movies, and it looked like it was trying something different with this whole first-person perspective. I saw the original thing it was based on YouTube, saw similar things, so alright, this movie seems awesome. So it starts out, and basically it's like RoboCop, and I was all about that. It's very jarring. This movie is very weird because it goes for the sci-fi a lot, and that was something I was not expecting and maybe necessarily didn't want. But while the movie went along, things changed. There's just a lot of variety to it. Now, with Hardcore Henry, I feel I'm so 50-50 about this movie because, like, the action and the blowing stuff up and the shooting and the parkour and whatever else, I love. It's really great. It's so entertaining. And then the rest of the movie, like, the actual, like, the characters, anytime anyone is ever speaking, it doesn't do it for me. And I get that. Like, I understand this movie is all about, like, the action and stuff. There's a ton of it. But when they do take the time to actually have characters talk, oh my god, I don't give a shit about them at all. Despite that, except Charlton Copley, who is fucking amazing, and I feel like they just gave him a box of costumes and just said, go crazy, man, do whatever you want. Because he's great. He appears as multiple different characters. I don't want to explain why, but he's so entertaining, and he's just like chewing up the scenery as much as he can, and it's just entertaining to watch him, except for one awkward musical scene. It was a little weird. But what I do think it works here, there's just so many great action scenes there. Like I said, there is like some parkour and climbing stuff. There's lots of chases and running and falling. The main character gets shot up. He gets punched. He falls off of a building. All this stuff happens, and it is really great to watch. Even though I feel like they filmed it with a GoPro. I know they're using very high-tech equipment here, but I feel like there's also much better high-tech equipment out there because sometimes the visual quality just didn't look very good. But what I do like here is a lot of, first of all, a big surprise, the movie takes place in like Russia. Also, this movie is basically a video game. There's parts of this movie where it's actually like a video game quest. First, there's a part that is basically almost like that scene in Call of Duty 4, the ghillie suit mission with Charlton Copley. And then there's another part in a building where it's like an escort mission where there's an elevator going down with someone in it, a VIP, and, Hardcore Henry has to make sure that they don't get to him. And it's cool. It's good in a lot of ways. Like, sometimes while it shows the action, what it does a great job of is actually making the firefights seem frantic. You occasionally see him with his hands shooting, but most of the time he's running, he's falling on the ground, he's dodging over stuff and running away from bullets. And I like that. That actually made it, I hate to say like, oh, it feels realistic, but I feel like that was a semi-realistic way to portray it. Of course, by the end of the movie, all realism goes out the window, but thankfully all that stuff just remained fun. It also remained fun through some great use of music and just music choices. They're absolutely excellent. The last scene used one of my favorite songs ever. I wasn't crazy about what the last big action scene really was. It was a little weird. But sometimes you just need like a big, dumb, stupid idiot movie to go see and have fun. And I saw it in the theater and I didn't get motion sickness at all. I had trouble seeing things every once in a while, but overall, I was pretty entertained. Is this a movie I'm going to run out and buy on Blu-ray and watch all the time? No way. Is it a movie that I'm going to look up certain scenes on YouTube all the time? Yeah, definitely. So I think for that, Hardcore Henry should definitely get some sort of praise, right? I don't know. But I do want to know what you guys think. Well, thanks for letting me talk about movies, because I like doing that over here sometimes. I can't wait to talk about Civil War very soon. But I do want to know what you guys think about Hardcore Henry down there. Let's talk about it. I really want to know what you think. Are you like me? Are you 50-50 on it? I also saw some people love it, think it's their favorite movie of the year. Let me know. Let's talk. There, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you guys want. You guys know the deal. I'm Jake Baldino. You can like me on Facebook, you can yell at me on Twitter, and you can subscribe because video games.